Hey guys, it's Elaine, the Ninja Life Coach, and welcome to my channel today. Today is Wig Talk Tuesday, and we're going to talk about wigs from China. So sit back, grab yourselves a cup of coffee. I'll be right back. Hey everybody, I'm back. I thought we could have a little discussion today about wigs that are from China. Now, the first thing that I want to say is there are wigs from China, and then there are wigs from China, okay? A lot of the wigs that are manufactured, as I've said before, are manufactured in China. Some of the very reputable companies have wigs that are in fact manufactured in China. Now, some of the wig companies that do wig manufacturing and that do wig distribution that are in China are reputable companies. They're good companies. Wigs, for example. Wig companies that sell on Facebook, for instance, when you see a wig ad that pops up and it's got Raquel Welch on it, and the wig, this is advertising as Raquel Welch's wig, and it's $39, and it's got Raquel Welch's picture. That is not a reputable wig company. That is a wig scam, and the world is rife with them. So be careful. Don't ever buy a wig off of a Facebook ad like that. Now, you're certainly fine to buy off of Marketplace or to buy off of anything like that. A lot of my friends have had good luck buying wigs off of Marketplace. But if you're going to buy a wig and this is your first wig, I would suggest that you go to a wig shop if you can, and take a look at their wigs before you buy. Get an idea of what you like. Then, if you want to purchase something online, do it that way. I would suggest that your first wig might not necessarily need to be a $200 or $300 wig unless the company says that you can send it back. Now, if they have a great return policy, that's one thing. If it's a final sale, you might not want your first wig to be a final sale wig. You want to make sure that the company that you're getting this from is a reputable company, whether it's in China, whether it's in the United States, it doesn't matter where it is. You want to make sure that is a reputable company. So go to one of the, start joining some wig groups that are on Facebook, because those groups can really help you. One of them that I'm a member of that I love is Wig Wisdom, and they've got really good moderators, and they can really help you with all different brands of wigs, because everybody on there buys wigs daily, and they can tell you pretty much about the companies and things of that nature. Now, buying wigs from China, I know a lot of people like to, right now the thing is to let's boycott China, let's not shop from China. I'm not a big believer in boycotts. I'm really, I don't do that. There's a lot of reasons why, but the number one reason I will never boycott China is because we have a lot of Christian brothers and sisters that work in China. They are depending on American dollars to help them make ends meet. And I am not going to cut off that source of income from them. I'm just simply not going to do that. I don't think God would want me to do that. Now, that's a personal conviction I have. If you have a personal conviction that you feel you need to boycott China, do it. That's fine. I'm personally not going to, and that's the reason why I'm not going to. That's the main reason. The other reason is I don't think boycotting I don't necessarily think it works. Yes, you may make them feel the sting for momentarily, but I don't think the effects are long term. I don't think, in my experience and listening and things of that nature, it just really doesn't help. And you could, in fact, actually be harming a lot of people by doing something like that. Now, that's just my personal conviction. I'm not saying you have to adhere to that. In fact, if you don't want to adhere to that, don't. Do whatever you think works for you. But make sure when you start looking into wigs from China and you're going to order from a wig and it's coming from China, check around to see and make sure that is a good, reputable company from China. Because it's like I said at the beginning of this video, there are wigs from China and there are wigs from China, okay? there is a vast difference between a good company from China and a not so good company. I did a video called I Was Wig Scammed, and I ordered a wig from China. It took the thing 3 weeks to get here, which that was not what was advertised, because I paid $10 to have it express delivered, and they said it would be here in 3 days. And 3 weeks later, I get the wig, and it was a horrid mess. So I don't want to see you guys get scammed like that. And I have had some comments about wigs from China on this channel, and I thought I would just kind of explain my rationale on that and let you guys know why I still do buy from China. I buy a lot of things from China. I buy a lot of things on Amazon from China, and that's because I'm not a big believer in boycotting. I just don't. I know there was a big thing going around for a while, boycott Starbucks, boycott Target, do this and that and the other. I'm not going to do that. So I would not be one to solicit help from that, because that is not something that I feel passionate about. But again, if you feel passionate about that and you feel like you need to do that, do it. There's not anything wrong with doing it or not doing it. You've got to follow your own heart. You've got to follow your own conviction. And my conviction is I've got brothers and sisters in China, and I'm not going to cut off their income. Now, that's my conviction. So one thing I have noticed about companies from China and wig companies from China is you can get a lot of fun little wigs like this one that I've got on. That's an Amazon wig that I reviewed. It's a costume wig. It's obviously a costume wig, and I said that in the video. But when you review wigs from China and you're doing a China type wig review, this particular wig that I have on now, I mean, you can tell in the fibers when you feel it, and on video it's not quite so apparent, but if you feel of the fibers and the texture of the wig, you can tell this is a costume wig. Now, let's just compare this with another wig from China. This is a wig by Wigs. Wigs wigs are made in China. The guy that I have contact with is in California, so they have offices here in the United States. But when you feel of the fibers here with this wig, and you shake the wig, this is Liz by Wigs, and I just wore her this week, and you can tell the difference in the feel of the wig. There's a difference in the quality of the wefts. The wefts are closer together, and it sits more comfortably on your head, and it's not as high of a density, so it's going to be a cooler wig. Now, I don't wear very many of my high density wigs in the summer months. I really don't, and I don't wear wigs a lot in the summer anyway. I just kind of suffer through with my hair or with hair pieces, simply because like it's been 95 degrees here, and I'm not kidding. It has been just so blistering hot. There is no way I can go out with some of these wigs on my head. I can't. I sweat too much. So I've been wearing hair pieces and things of that nature during the summer months. But when it starts getting cooler again, I'll have some of my wigs on. Now, I wore Liz, like I said, this week, and I wore her out because I just didn't want to fix my hair. But you can see the difference in the fiber on this wig and the fiber on this wig. I mean, just feeling of it, this is very coarse. This is a coarse fiber on this wig. This is not. This is very fine and has a silkier feel. Now, this one feels good. Doesn't feel bad. But this one, I mean, this feels like hair, and this does not. But it is still soft. Now, I am not one of those wig reviewers that is going to be, that doesn't review cheap wigs. I'm going to probably always on this channel review cheap wigs because I like wigs. I love every kind of wig. I love cheap wigs. I love expensive wigs. So I just love wigs. And I really believe that whether you buy the wig from China or whether you buy the wig from the United States or whether you buy it from England, it doesn't matter if you buy it from Kathmandu. It don't matter. You need to research the company before you purchase that wig. And I can speak for Wigs. And this is not a commercial for Wigs. I've just done a lot of reviews. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4. I've got about 8 wigs or 8 or 9 wigs from Wigs that I have reviewed. I haven't had a bad experience with them. I haven't. They are, in fact, a company that manufactures their wigs in China. I've never had a bad problem with them. Not once. I have not had any problems with them. They've been great. But, you know, I haven't had any problems with my Amazon sellers either. But now when I do get the wig from Wigs, this wig takes about 2 to 2.5 weeks to get here because it's coming from China. Now, that doesn't necessarily bother me. Now, this wig, it took it 3 days to get here because it's coming from Amazon. It's fulfilled by Amazon. So you do have a lot of wig sellers on Amazon that are Chinese wig sellers, which, like I said, that doesn't bother me at all. But, you know, if that is a thing for you, you probably need to check into it to see. We have a lot of things here in this country that are manufactured in China that we have available to us. I'm grateful for it. I really and truly am thankful for that. I think if you can find a good reputable company from China like Wigs, or even some of your Amazon vendors that you purchase from, Amazon is going to kind of be hit or miss. But if you find a brand on Amazon, I have several Lydell wigs. I have never had a problem with Lydell. Never, ever. Not a problem there either. So, you know, you just have to kind of, you know, sometimes with Amazon, it's just hit or miss. And, you know, you'll learn your vendors and you'll learn, you know, who you can do. And you can message your sellers too. And usually if they're a good, reputable seller, they'll get back with you really quick. But I just always say read the reviews. If the reviews are good, you're probably safe to buy the wig, to order the wig. If the reviews are not so good, do not order that wig. I don't care how much you love it. It doesn't matter if it makes you look, you think it's going to make you look like Cinderella. If every review for that wig is a bad review, do not order the wig. Any wig can get a bad review. I reviewed a wig the other day with the wig company, and I went and looked at the reviews, and a reviewer had given that wig a 1 star. Another reviewer had given the wig a 5 star. I saw nothing in the wig to give it a 1 star. I didn't have any of the problems that first reviewer had. Nothing. The wig was nice. It was full. It was exactly like it was described. I was happy with the wig. But if there's only 2 reviews, one's good and one's bad, it's like a 50-50, you know, chance of getting a good wig. These are things that you need to know and educate yourself about before you purchase a wig, if that's important to you. Like I said, that's not a big thing for me. I really don't care where it's manufactured. When I put it on my head, I want it to look good. So that's the criteria for me. If I put that wig on my head and I feel like $1 million, like I said, I don't care if my dog Trixie sewed it up their little paws. It doesn't matter to me. I just want to look good. I want to feel vibrant, and I want to feel sexy. Now, I have on a $17 Amazon wig that was manufactured in China today. This wig makes me feel vibrant. It makes me feel fun. It makes me feel sexy. So I'm going to wear this wig. By that same token, Liz here from Wigs makes me feel the same way. So I'm going to wear her because she makes me feel good about myself. And that is the only criteria that I have about wig wearing is, do I think it looks good? Does it make me feel good about myself? I really don't have a lot of other criteria other than that. I don't even care if it looks realistic, folks. I mean, if I think it looks good, it doesn't really matter to me if I think it looks realistic. I know this wig doesn't look realistic. That's a $17 wig. That's not a criteria for me, because I really don't care if it looks realistic. I usually say that if I do on the channel when I'm doing a wig review, I try to say that because I know that's important to some of you. But to me, it isn't all that important because I wear wigs that are different colors. I wear purple, I wear pink, I wear green, I wear blue. I do that. But I know you guys don't all like that. So I try to keep that in mind and say, okay, well, this wig is, you know, this wig looks realistic, doesn't look realistic. I think for a $17 wig, the old gal looks pretty good. But if I want to look professional and polished, and I don't want people asking me 50 questions about my wigs, I'll put something like this on because people truly don't know and they can't tell that this is a wig. So I've got my fingers stuck up through the wefts. That's something I always like to do. When I've got a wig out, I just can't keep my fingers out of those wefts. It's like, hey. So there we go. At the end of the day, if you purchase a wig from China, just be wise about it. Be wise, make sure it's a reputable company like Wigs or some of the other companies that ship here from China. Lily Hair, I've done some reviews for Lily Hair. Now, Lily Hair is a human hair wig company, and they're a wig from China. They're reputable. I gave their wigs a good review. I will just say this here again. I don't like human hair wigs. I don't. So if you want human hair, they're an affordable option, and I had no problems with the company whatsoever, other than they did try to tell me what to say in my video. And I said, no, no. But they're not the first company that's tried to tell me what to say in my video, and I had to tell them no. I've had to tell them no several times. No, I'm not saying that. Because at the end of the day, this is my channel, and this is the integrity of this channel has to be maintained. Now, if I agree with what they tell me to say, I might say it, but otherwise, it's got to come from me. It's got to come from my heart, or I'm not going to do it. So, just be aware, if you're going to buy a wig from China, know that it comes from China. Make sure it's a reputable company, and you'll do just fine with it. You'll do just fine. You guys have a great day. God bless you all. Links are down in the description box. Maranatha, guys.